Hi, I'm Julie. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This video is going to be about when I was in one of the 14-day challenges. This is put on by through the Higdon group. I got coaching from Ray, and I was part of Rank Makers for 5 years. So this is a group on Facebook that you pay a monthly membership fee, and then you can enroll in all these other challenges and courses and also get additional coaching to grow your network marketing business, because you need to learn more than what you learn in your multi-level marketing company in order to really skyrocket your multi-level marketing business. Scripts, how to do proper marketing, and how to improve your mindset. I paid for it all. And I participated in all of the 14-day challenges when I was within Rank Makers. And I think it was like 8 or 9 of them. And I won a lot of money doing these 14-day challenges. I joke that I made more money doing these video challenges than I did in Mon8, my multi-level marketing company. So what the 14-day challenge was about was that you would pay, it was $27. I looked up my receipts. And you would participate for 14 days. There would be a special Facebook group set up. Ray would go live in this group and give a special training just for those people that were participating in this 14-day challenge. And day 1 would be like, this is how you do a live video. Intro, question, content, call to action. And then it would like you to elaborate. Day 2 was something else. There was one day that everybody liked. I always liked it too. It was called the Anti-Authority Challenge. You had to talk about a topic you knew nothing about. And it was in order for you to get out of your comfort zone and have fun with it. So you'd Google up any kind of topic and just do a video about it, and then have a call to action that could be, the whole point of this is to create conversations and to ultimately recruit you into our multi-level marketing businesses. So what I'm going to show you is from one of these 14-day challenges where I won. But the cracks had already started to show, in my mind. I was already pissed at Ray. And because I was on TikTok and I was also getting 100K Inner Circle coaching through his 100K Inner Circle coaching program. And I'm trying to tell everybody, you've got to get on TikTok. I wish I didn't say that. And I know I'm not the person responsible for getting all these people multi-level marketing on TikTok, but I immediately saw the potential. And I wasn't posting a lot of multi-level marketing shit on TikTok. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to keep this platform pure. I want to play. I did post a bit and they're still up there. And it just, when I find one, sometimes I just delete it or I just set it to private. It's so bad. But the most content, so much, it was not at all multi-level marketing. And I really liked playing. Just expressing myself, just having pure raw creativity, not monetizing my content. They're like, have you monetized it yet? Everybody's asking me within multi-level marketing as I started to grow, or have you monetized it yet? I was already getting sick of that. I didn't realize at the time transactional relationships, but it was really pissing me off. And that was part of it. Anyway, I'm in 100K Inner Circle coaching and I'm telling my coach, even if you don't want to be on TikTok, this is in 2019. You are going to learn how to tell an effective story in 15 seconds. And telling stories is everything in multi-level marketing. So, you can go up to 60 seconds on TikTok, but for 15 seconds, you have to tighten things up. You get trends delivered to you every day. This was when they had the old For You page where you go on and see what the trending hashtags were, what the trending audio was, what the trending effects were. And there was nothing else like that. There was nothing like that on Facebook, and there was certainly nothing like that on Instagram. So you could repurpose that content. You could post that onto Instagram and you could post that onto Facebook, and people are going to be like, this is really different. This is really cool. But I was shot down and I was made to feel like an idiot. So, but I'm stubborn too. And I was I'm like, you don't fucking know. You're this social media expert, supposedly a social media guru. And you're you're shitting on TikTok and you're not listening, right? And so people were saying, he would ask, he was starting to get interested in TikTok. And I remember people, he would say, does anybody know someone who knows about TikTok? And I remember my name was brought up and he was like, well, I want someone who actually has success in their business. And I was like, fuck you. And so I didn't actually say fuck you to him, not like I am now, right? But I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to start my own group on Facebook and give away all this information for free to help people because I want to fucking help people. And so I did, and I have that group. Anyway, but it's like 6,500 people. I closed off the like admission to that group or whatever. I made it private because it was just getting spam in there. It was just too much, and I just, it's important to take time off social media also. But anyway, I made a successful group. I was like growing, and I was having so much fun, and I'm trying to get my friends, this amazing community of like-minded people, this secret tribe of sorts, rank makers, to listen to me. And so anyway, so that's kind of like what's going on. And so this is March 2020. The pandemic has just hit. I'm in this 14-day challenge, and I fucking win the first contest. And I think from what I gather, there were other rank makers that weren't participating in the 14-day challenge that would select, like they would watch batches of videos, and then they would recommend the videos to Ray, so he could select the top 5. And then he would, read it out during, like he'd do a training in the 14-day challenge, whatever day it was. This is going to be day 6. And then he gives you like contest winners and feedback. So he'd go like the person that came in 5th place, look at your camera, look at the dot on your phone. Don't look at the screen because you're not making eye contact. Like he'd give people advice like that. And so this video you're going to see, I'm going to show you the video that won me money. I did actually fucking get paid for this one from the Higdon group, but the last ones I never did see any money from that. But I got a whole bunch of ring lights and prospecting journals that I ended up throwing out after having that epic communication with them, like through their customer service. But water under the bridge, right? So you're gonna see, I'll do the video. I'll show you the video. It's only 3 minutes. And I'm talking about TikTok, and I love TikTok. I love talking about it. I loved it then. I really love it now. I'm taking some time off because I need time off social media anyway, but I'm really loving making content on YouTube. So I'm like something I always have to like where I'm putting a lot of energy and I need to take some time off. So right now I'm taking time off TikTok, but I fucking love TikTok. It's like, for someone like me, it's like a platform that's made for me. I can make as much content as I want. It doesn't have to be perfect. I can just do whatever I want. I can write a script. I can just drop my phone. I can throw a potato. I just have fun. So you'll see, like I'm giving these tips, and I knew that people were getting on TikTok and Ray was not training on it. So I knew that I was going to get like people interested in this, but you're going to see like how he's pissed off that I'm like being disobedient and I'm on TikTok and I'm doing things that he is coached against, which the assignment on this 14-day challenge isn't what I'm being coached on. He coaches me on other things I'm doing. That was pissing him off. He's like combing through my Facebook feed. And he's like, I don't like what you're doing. And I've spoken about this before, but I actually found the fucking video where he's telling me this. So I'm going to play that for you. And it's like, you're posting too much on Facebook. He's like, I don't know about TikTok or ding dong. He's super disparaging. It's like trying to like put me in my place. It's such a ridiculous platform. I'm going to purposely call it something else where it's like not making a genuine mistake of mispronouncing TikTok. It's very easy to say TikTok. He says TikTok and ding dong. He says it a lot. He said it all the time when I was in Rank Makers, and I'm like, oh, TikTok is so cool. You should get on it, all this stuff. So you see him doing that, like the disparaging remarks. You see him because I'm posting like a lot to my Facebook feed, but it was working for me. My community was getting stronger and stronger across platforms. But he didn't like that because he coaches that you're only supposed to post 1 to 2 times a day on Facebook. But I was posting my TikToks there because nobody had ever seen anything like it. And I thought it was the coolest thing. And I just didn't give a fuck. I wanted to like just experiment and see. So it was working. But you're going to see how he criticizes me. And then you're going to see that 4 days later, I fucking make a post. And you'll see this is what happens in a high control group. I knew that I had like misbehaved and was disobedient. And it's unreal what I wrote. I wrote this whole big gratitude post to Ray. Never mentioned that I had like I was proud that of my video or of my growth on TikTok, which I did by myself. But it's like I'm in place, and this is how we kind of like are self-indoctrinated when you're in a high control group. When you start to like, oh shit, I know I pushed it a bit too far. This is how I can get back in line. It's fucking wild. And I couldn't yet find the video where I did take his advice. I did stop posting so much. And it hurt what I was trying to do. It hurt like my community building. But it's what he wanted. And I remember there was some other feedback. There was some other video where he said, oh, I see that you're doing this. You're so coachable. I was coachable. And I also wasn't fucking coachable. So that's the setup of this. And I'm going to show you now this video. So this is March 11th, 2020. I am I'm fucking deep into multiple marketing still at the point, but the pandemic has just hit. Shortly after this, I got out of 100K Inner Circle coaching because we were in a pandemic and I could no longer afford the $800 US a month. So March 11th, 2020, I'm in the 14-day challenge. I've hashtagged it. Oh yeah, this is what else I wanted to say. Sorry. Is that, so if you think of this, you have to use the hashtag 14-day challenge during the 14-day challenge. That's the point of this. And why you have to do this is because you're promoting the Higdon group. Although at the time you're like, well, I'm just so happy and grateful to be a part of this amazing experience. But if you want to be considered to win a prize, you know, when they had these contests within each 14-day challenge, you needed to use this hashtag 14-day challenge. And so I use this. So if you think of that, every quarter, you're doing 14 videos. That's 56 videos a year where you're hashtagging 14-day challenge. This isn't me hashtagging Mon8 or my business. This is all for the Higdon group. And this doesn't even count all the other stuff I was hashtagging Higdon group for, and Ray, and 100K Inner Circle coaching, and Wealth Wednesday. And I was doing a live video every day for 3.5 years. And most of those videos were about the Higdon group. It's fucking nuts. Okay. So this is my video, March 11th, 2020. How I went, this is my title, How I Went from 0 to 19,000 plus followers on TikTok in 6 months. You're going to see me in full Hunbot mode. Hang on. Here we go. Hi, my name's Julie Anderson. Thank you for being here. This is how I went from 0 to over 19,000 followers in 6 months on TikTok. If you're interested, stick around because this is really good information for you. And I've got something awesome at the end that I think you might really like. If you're interested in this, you're going to want to hear it. So the first thing is that I posted at least 5 times a day, and I still do that. So by posting at least 5 times a day, you get better by default, but it has to be every day. Like if you want this is how I did it. I'm not saying this is how I did it. I should just like clarify that. By posting 5 times every day, you start playing with the filters, the different transitions, all the things you start learning already, and you're creating content, right? Second thing is use the Discover page for trending hashtags and audio clips. That's what it was, the Discover page, not the For You page. And that first piece of advice is still spot on. If you create by default, you do get better, but you can see I'm so fucking excited. Like I get so jacked up anyway, but this is like me in 2 cults at once. I'm so fucking excited. I can barely get the words out of my mouth. They're all use those trends, whatever trends that resonate with you, that get you excited. Hi, Anne. Thank you for being on here, my friend. That coffee thing that coffee meme is so funny. It's just, I'm still laughing about that. So use those trends, whatever resonates with you. Third thing is comment, like, and engage with other TikTokers. So as you're going through, like scrolling through and looking at other videos, comment, like, and have conversations with people, right? So that's really important. The fourth thing is to respond to comments and messages. So if the more you respond, the more you're going to get to know your audience your followers, the people who are attracted to you, and you can really start creating awesome content just for them. I'm going to just recap. And that's true. Like all those tips are I still stand behind them. Those are really good tips. You will grow 5 times a day. Like I said at the beginning, that's good to do. You know, it can be good, but it's not good for everyone. It's a lot. It's a lot of making content, but it sure gets you out of your comfort zone quickly. And if you like to create and fuck around, it's a fun way to do it. But it's not the approach for everyone. So I'm still trying to, like, you know, you're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to give value. And I really do love TikTok. I'm trying to like help people. So, and plus I'm using, the way I'm doing this video is how I was taught to do live videos from Ray. Even like in the middle of it, acknowledging somebody on there, you know, have those 4 things for you. Again, it sounds simple. It's like everything, you know, when you hear those things, it's simple, but it's not easy because you have to do it every day and you have to just, you know, keep going at it. Right. So the first thing I did was I post at least 5 times every day. You get better by default by doing that. Second thing, use the Discover page for trending hashtags and audio clips. There is no more Discover page, unfortunately. I wish TikTok would bring it back. So that's what it was called. The For You page is like, it's that content that the algorithm is just supposed to deliver to you that's random, but it looks a lot like the people that you're already following now. But it used to be a completely different page. It was like a home page, and it would have like all these, like a different hashtag. And then in each category of hashtag, they'd have all the day's videos that were this hashtag that were trending that day. Like it was really cool. So that tip it's just not relevant anymore because it doesn't exist. Use those trends. TikTok gives you those trends. And third thing is comment, like, and engage with other TikTokers. Fourth thing is respond to comments and messages. Respond to them all. If you can, unless you get into TikTok jail, which I am in right now, right, Anne? All right. So, and I don't recommend responding to messages at all now. Like, I got, as I started to grow, so this was like 0 to 19,000 followers on TikTok in 6 months. I'm over 220,000 followers now. And when I started I was trying to respond to every message because people will maybe do business with everyone that you know, like, and trust, even though I'm not like actively trying to sell my shit or recruit on TikTok. I'm like, that's wired into me. I need to be grateful because I don't deserve this. I need to respond to every message. A lot of these people, like, there are a lot of manipulative people out there, and you do not owe anybody fuck all. And I was responding to messages where I had people, like, they would send me a message on TikTok, and then they would send me a message on Instagram, and then they would send me a message on Facebook, and I was being fucking like just manipulated, and I didn't even see it because I was so deep in. And this is like women's safety, just people's safety on social media. This is something that needs to be discussed as well. And the multi-level marketing industry and this kind of training, it just makes things so much more dangerous because you don't have any boundaries. So what I do now is I don't respond to any fucking messages now. Like, it's just the odd time I might, but not anymore. I have a list of 7 secrets to build your TikTok following. These are totally free for you. Send me a message and ask. And these weren't bullshit. These are my tips. So this isn't like, you know, Ray would say, well, just Google these tips or Google whatever, you know, for your call to action, like plagiarize, invest, learn, teach. This is my shit that I made up. I was proud of it. And that stuff is still good. Like, I don't know. I'd have to look on my old computer and see what I actually wrote, because there might be something in there that's no longer applicable, like the Discover page, but it's all legit. That's my content, you know, it's original. For them. One secret is exactly what I did to bump up my average of 1 to 4 viewers per TikTok live video to 262. And I've maintained that momentum and built upon it. And that change happened in one night. And I share exactly what I did. Another secret on here. That's pretty fucking good. I did learn that from Ray, and I have no idea if this is even like legit or if this is just so like salesy and schmarmy. But if you have, like, you're talking about what you're going to give away in these tips that people will reach out to you for, keep in mind, I want to ultimately recruit you into Mon8. That's what I want. That's the goal of this. Even though, so I'm not even talking about Mon8 at all. I'm giving value. It's so fucked up. I'm talking about TikTok, which I love, And I'm like, I've put together, this is just one video. I'm doing these videos every day for 3.5 years. This is just one day. I made this video. I wrote all these things down to give away. And I do give it away for free. People reach out to me and I'm like, I just give it because I want to help them. And I'm just like hoping that maybe someone would like to have a conversation with me. How do you think that fucking went? Because most of the people that reached out were rank makers, and there was a rule that you don't prospect rank makers, and I fucking respected that. I'm like, well, I just give it to them. You're a fellow rank maker. I'm not going to prospect you. Of course, now I find out they all fucking recruit into Modere. I wouldn't have done it anyway. Like that was like the integrity part, right? There were people within rank makers that did buy my shampoo, and that signed up as a customer, but I never prospected them. They came on to my content and they're like, I want to buy your shit. They had to come right out and tell me they wanted to buy. I never did anything. Even if they asked, I'm like, yeah, this is a good deal. But they had to like. There is one simple thing you can do in your comments to ensure you always have someone engaging with your content and building loyal fans as well. These secrets I most likely will be charging for at some point. I've already been interviewed by a business blogger. I've done an exclusive training for a leadership group here on Facebook. If you want to build a following on TikTok, she's blocked me now and calls me a hater, and I hope she gets out one day. You're going to want these secrets. Send me a message and ask for them. Thank you for watching. I love you. I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. So that was my submission, and that was one of my daily live videos. So I was doing a live video every day anyway, and I just continued to do that during these 14-day challenges. And so that was my submission. Okay, now you're going to see Ray's fucking feedback, my coaching. So he's going to coach me now on TikTok. This is gold because he just shit on TikTok and you can see he knows nothing about it. This is it now. So this was the first contest. So this was day 6 of this particular 14-day challenge. And this is Ray now. He's gone through the 4 other people, like 5th place, 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place. And now he's going to fucking, I'm the winner. So I'm like, I didn't know I was the winner. You don't know until like the fucking day of. So let's see what Ray has to tell me about my video and how he's going to teach me, how he's going to coach me. You're going to see. This is how you get coached from Ray.
Number 1.
Here we go.
Bum, 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 bum. There can be only one. The
That's
dominator,
true.
The crusher, a veteran of the 14-day challenge. $500. Julie Anderson.
That's right. It's me.
And so Julie, I believe 2 or 3 14-day challenges ago, hit a number 1 spot as well. So congrats. You haven't been number 1 in quite a while. So congratulations. Now, for you, I got some good feedback for you. I dug a little bit more with you. One, there's no reason you don't have more views on that. Actually, I know the reason, but I'm saying you should have more views. Okay. And by the way, I did not judge anybody by views. I mean, number 1, I think she had 33 views, not a lot of views.
See, here's the thing. I'm not judging anyone by views, but you didn't have a lot of views. There's always the contradictions. It's really interesting to see. And you'll see that he keeps saying, I'm not going to coach you on this and this and this, but then he does coach on this. I only had those views. I had a lot more on TikTok though, didn't I?
Views. But the topic, fantastic. The title, great. The call to action, awesome. Everything about it was awesome. Energy, awesome. At some point, we got to get you in a different background instead of the shower curtain, right? Like it's okay if shower curtain is behind you and we can't tell it's a shower curtain, but when you can see the shower rod, might change that up.
Like why? And especially on TikTok, you don't need to. Like nobody gives a shit about your background unless you're in multi-marketing and you're trying to be like a scammy McScammerson. And I've proved that make content, and other people have too. But this is like, this is like for network marketing, your average person making multi-level marketing. They've paid an additional $27. That's what I paid US to do this 14 challenge. Now you have to worry about the background. So it's like, why? Why can't you just do it outside? I did, because I did everything opposite. I was coachable, but I was also not coachable because I'm like, I'm going to do the opposite and just see what the fuck happens. And guess what? Nobody gives a shit if they can see your shower curtains or your rods or whatever, because it's relatable. It's life. You're not in the news, you know, like here's 3 ways to become more confident. I hope none of you know that I'm in multi-level marketing, but just reach out to me so I can give you these additional tips so then I can start a conversation with you and maybe you can become my new market partner for Mon8. People see through this shit now, you know? So I'm being shamed for my fucking background.
Change it up, but everything else is just so good. Here's why you're not getting more views. You post too many times to your feed.
He didn't like that.
I looked at it and I couldn't tell at first.
So it's like, this has nothing to do with the video. Like, this is because I was being disobedient. So if you think everybody else is getting feedback on their video, which was like your title of your video, how I went from 0 to 19,000, then your call to action. But he can't fucking control himself. He's going through my Facebook. He's like, I do not like that you have high visibility in this fucking group and you are not doing what I say.
But there are days when you have 6 posts on your Facebook feed.
Well, you're fucking looking at them, aren't you? So I guess it's working for me there.
Now on TikTok or Ding Dong or Yang Yang or whatever, that may be fine, right? Instagram, it's fine. I don't know TikTok. My team has me a TikTok account. I don't even know what they post there. It's probably embarrassing and goofy, which is fantastic.
See how he has to, it's like getting those digs in. It's probably embarrassing. I don't even know TikTok, Ding Dong, Yin Yang. It might work over there. It might work over there. It can work on Insta. He doesn't have a fucking clue. He was threatened. But he was fucking looking at my Facebook feed. He did not like that. Isn't that weird?
It may work on TikTok. It may work on Ding Dong. It may work on Instagram.
Which app is Ding Dong? Because he's mentioned TikTok, Ding Dong, and Instagram. I'm just curious what app Ding Dong is.
It doesn't work on Facebook. You're hurting your engagement. You're hurting your views. I'm just letting you know. I looked at one day, and one day I think you had seven posts.
He looked at it again. First he had 6. That was like the one day, and then the next day I had 7. He's fucking looking. He was liking those TikToks. And they were fucking good too. They were good fucking TikToks.
That is hurting your views. Now that has nothing to do with this contest. So I didn't smack you for that. I mean, you got number 1. What do you want from me, right?
Isn't that weird? It's like, you got number 1, but what do you want from me? Like, it's like, I don't want anything. Like, I just looked up to you and I just wanted coaching and I just thought that you knew how to grow a multi-level marketing business. I didn't realize you were scamming people out of all this money. Like, that's what we all wanted, you know? So it's so weird. Like, there's this combativeness where it's like, what did you want? But it's like, that gives him the right then to like address all these other things that were not the parameters of the contest. But this is what happens when you step out of line and you're in a high control group.
You will get more views if you allow Facebook to do its work without you. So it's like
you cannot fucking stop.
You
cannot stop talking about how many times I was posting TikToks to Facebook. It fucking drove him nuts.
Imagine Facebook.
It goes.
There's an account manager, and they're sitting at this desk, and they're pretty busy. They got a lot of stuff going on, and you're like, hey, yeah, how can I help you? Hey, can you market my video? Yeah, you know what? Let me get to it. Give me a minute. I'm gonna show it to a couple people, but give me a little time, and I'll.
He goes on. He just fucking goes on.
Hey, can we hey. Yeah, you're back again. Hey, yeah, can I help you? I got another video. Will you market it too?
He's still going on.
Well, I was going to market this video. You're saying market this one instead?
You put like so much thought into talking about how much I was posting on Facebook. It's so weird looking back at this.
Okay, cancel the marketing.
Why is he so bothered?
She wants to market this next video. And so go ahead and market the video title. Hey,
It's still going on.
You're back again? Seriously?
Don't you
know how this works?
I'm really posting a lot on TikTok at this point.
Right? You're like, hey, I got another one. I got another one. Now, that feedback.
Like, what was that? Was that like a drug use thing? How bizarre is that?
Is 100% outside of the contest. I didn't ding you for that. You got number one. And so,
why are you talking about it so much? That's the question. This is odd.
So I'm just, you really do need to think that way.
Why do I need to think that way? You really do need to think that way. Because I was breaking away, but it took me time. It wasn't until the next year. This was March 11th, 2020. It wasn't until March 15th, 2021, when he'd made the first live about me in Rank Makers, where I decided I was going to stop doing a daily live video every day, a live video every day. I'm like, the March 14th, I'm like, no more. I posted, I'm not doing it. March 15th, he goes in Rank Makers and he's talking about me, but he doesn't mention my name, but then all that goes on. I've talked about that before. So it was a year after that I left Rank Makers. And then it was December when I finally left the multi-level marketing industry. But the cracks were already showing because I was being disobedient. And of course, I'm being really fucking disobedient. It's like posting where I'm like posting 6 and 7 times a day. I was making so many TikToks. There were some days I made like over 50 pieces of content across social media platforms. Like, I was that fucking person. But I love TikTok, and you could just do what you wanted. And I wasn't like, I didn't feel like I was being judged. I could fucking create. I love to create. What's the matter with creating? Why is it so bad? Why do you have to restrain yourself? Why do you have to hold yourself back to somebody else's standard of behavior? Why can't you just purely create and let it out? You can, but not when you're in a high control group. You have to obey.
So it's 1 or 2 posts a day on your feed in Facebook. Instagram, light it up, right? Do whatever. Test it out. Play with it. TikTok, ding dong, any of those things. I don't know them, right? Go do them. Facebook, that one I know. We've tested it inside and out. And so 1, 2 posts per day.
Couldn't handle, how many times he said this? This really bothers him that I was posting so much. This has nothing to do with the 14-day challenge, but this is how he coaches. This is giving you an idea of what other people have experienced. I'm just fortunate enough to have fucking like evidence, you know.
And we will post all the titles and videos. But she actually did talk about TikTok, right? And it was a great title. I don't know off the top of my head, but they will post it later, believe me. Great title. I caught a little bit of the content.
Oh, he fucking watched it all. I know he did. Because that's what he does. I fucking know now. And he doesn't like what he sees in this either. And it's so weird because, well, you'll see.
Seem like good content. Concise. That's a blessing that TikTok has given you. Concise. Because that's the second training that has really been grilled into me from Hank is...
That's Hank Norman, the dude that went the reality show, that Play to Win. I could help you out. I could have helped you out on TikTok, Ray. I offered. It's like you wouldn't need to be drilled in by Hank. It's fun to actually become more concise on TikTok.
Speak to you, more concise. He said, you go long, like, you know, because Hank and his team helped us shoot our 2 seasons of our reality show.
Well, we know.
And he's like, dude, when you ramble on, dude, we can't use it. Like, how the hell are we going to chop it up and make it? It's just hard work. Concise.
Don't have to. I just did a 5-hour fucking live stream last night on YouTube, and people seem to enjoy it. I think you're wrong about that too. I chopped up pieces and I put it into my stories and made an Instagram content, and it's good. It's working.
To the point, bam, right? Deliver. Okay. And so I would not.
He's still fucking going on. Like, this is like he's still going on about my fucking video. And this really bothers him too. You'll see all the things that I've done that have been wrong, right? But I think this is fucking amazing. Like I'll tell you why.
Mention that you're in TikTok jail.
And he thinks that that's so stupid. And that is actually being real. Like, I'm not going to lie. And it's funny because then you know what to expect. And then you can tell people, it's like, oh, this is normal. It happens. You get in TikTok jail sometimes. This is why. And I wasn't spamming people or recruiting people. But at the time, when I was on TikTok, if you liked too many posts, and maybe it's the same thing right now, or you commented, like you replied back to people, too many, then they were like, no, you can't, you have to take a break. Like TikTok would force you to take a break. So I called it TikTok jail. And that's an important piece of information for people that are on TikTok. They're having fucking fun. And they're like, oh my God, I can't post anymore. What did I do wrong? And it's like, it's okay. You're just in TikTok jail. It's not a big deal. It's not something to be ashamed about or hide from. It's just a piece of information. But it's all about appearance, right? It's like, oh, I wouldn't do that. Like, how stupid are you? Not only do you have your shower curtain that I can see with its little dingle dangles, not only are you posting 6 or 7 times a day, you got to post 1 or 2 times. None of this shit has to do with anything. He's just fucking mad because I wasn't being fucking obedient. This is what happens. It's not an isolated incident. I'm just fucking lucky to have this like footage to show. He can't help himself. Looking at my TikToks, looking at my Facebook. He wishes he could be making that many TikToks.
Hey, here's some tips on TikTok, which I'm in jail right now. They're trying to prosecute me. And, I'm sure I'll win the lawsuit, though. Here's some TikTok tips.
Because that's exactly what I sounded like when I made that video that you saw. That's what I sound like. Hey, everyone. Like, I'm going to sound like a complete jackass. I mentioned it in passing. I'm in TikTok jail because it's important to know. And people in multi-level marketing get in fucking jail all the time, like Facebook jail, Instagram jail. I was in Facebook jail and Instagram jail, and we would talk about it in Rank Makers. Like, oh, that's okay. That's what happens when you send out too many messages too quickly. And he fucking did training on this too. He's like, oh, well, just make sure you're not like copying and pasting too quickly. Isn't this wild? Like, he's still fucking going on. Still going on about my 3-minute video. He speaks for double the time that I do in my 3-minute video about how to grow from 0 to 19,000 followers in 6 months, how I did it.
I would leave that part out. You're in TikTok jail. I'm sure it's not that serious. Let's not cover that in a TikTok tips video. Okay.
It was like, it was briefly mentioned. And in fact, you may have even missed that I even said it, but he honed in on that. Like he's like picking it apart. This is the other side you start seeing, right?
Great energy as always. You got energy nailed. I mean, if we could take a syringe of your blood and distribute it for energy, the world would be a better place. So great energy. Congrats on $500. You kidding me? This is amazing. You're making these 14-day challenges profitable for yourself. That's fantastic. True. And so good. All right. That's that.
Could have a syringe of my blood and it would make the world a better place. Heard it from Ray himself. Okay, this is the next thing that I wanted to show you. So this is like, I'm trying to convey how when you're in a high control group, everybody's experiences are different. But even when you're in, like, you can be like rebellious, but you're still obedient. Like there's that, and I was waking up and it took me like 1.5 years before I finally got out. But I was pushing and you can see I'm getting like resistance from fucking Ray. So I knew, I'm like, oh shit. Like, even though I won, this is what I posted on my Facebook page 4 days after I won this money. I won and you get all these, you get all this attention from other network marketers, from people that are also in the 14-day challenge and other rank makers. And this was an amazing community. I really fucking love these people. I thought I loved them. I still do. Like, it was, the people are so good. They're so amazing. And it was like, it was so much fun to be like, just to be around these fucking like-minded people. Fuck. So I knew that I had been like, oh fuck. But so I thought, well, this is something where you're like, you know it, but you're not like consciously, oh, I know that I fucked up. I have fucked up because I've disobeyed him. Not like I'm like growing on TikTok. He's fucking threatened. He has to call it ding dong and yang yang or yang yang multiple times. He has to also show that I'm posting too much, and like, he's fucking mad that I am like not, you know, like you can see, and doesn't like that I say I'm in TikTok jail, even though it was true, and I would do it again, and I don't have any fucking shame about that. Like, it's just something that will happen to you, and it was happening to people, even if you're not even doing anything wrong. Like, you just happen to heart too many things, and then it just prevented you. It's really not even a big deal. But oh, he just went on anyway. So I knew, like, but not in that conscious way, that like unconscious way where you're like, okay, I know what I have to do to get back in line. This is nuts. So this is fucking March 15th, 2020. I wrote, this is 4 days after I post this on my Facebook. So it's only one of 2 posts that I'm allowed to do now. Holy fuck, if you post more, he's going to pop a fucking vein. Jesus Christ. Okay. This is what I wrote. I'm going to make me big, or no, this big. Okay. March 15th, 2020, massive shout of gratitude to Ray Higdon. This is what we're coached to do. This is when you're in a high control group, everything has to go to him. All credit, accolades, everything. That's what this is about. I came across one of his free coaching Fridays live videos here on Facebook a couple of years ago and was blown away by the quality of info he was sharing for free, taking time out of his schedule to answer people's questions about home business and network marketing, taking time out of his schedule. Like, this is what he fucking does, right? Oh, I'm so stupid. I was new to network marketing, had never heard of any of the info he was sharing for free, and was like, I need more of this. If he's doing for free, holy smokes, can you imagine what you get if you pay for something? I was so naive. But this is what people that are new to network marketing, that don't have any clue about what pyramid schemes are, commercial cults, high control groups, even just marketing, they're targeted. And that's how I got in. I joined his group, Rank Makers, right away, and have participated in every one of his hashtag 14-day challenge marketing trainings. And I'm also a client in Inner Circle Coach too. I'm a very good, obedient, coachable cult member, Ray. I'm so sorry that I posted 6 to 7 times on Facebook. I said that I was in TikTok jail. But I'm not saying that. I am saying it, but I'm saying it in this way that it's like just glorifying him, right? Edifying him. That's what we'd say, edification. Before his trainings, now I have to really put myself down to just like, I have to put myself back in place. Before his trainings, I didn't know how to effectively market and attract people to me on Facebook with posts or live videos. I repelled people from me because of my social media mistakes. I didn't understand that I was being spammy. You don't know what you don't know, right? And this is horrible too. I wrote, oh. I also had a super judgmental, negative, and comparing mindset. I think I did this post on my one video when I first like really spoke out about, when I did my first YouTube video about fucking rank makers, like the mind fuckery that is rank makers. I think I've had this post in here because I said in that video, can you imagine what training that you're getting every day for me to think that this is okay to write, and for me to believe, and for us to believe that before I met Ray, before I joined Rank Makers, that I had a super judgmental, negative, and comparing mindset. This is what it's like to be in a cult. It's right here. This is what it looks like. You see your friends and family starting to speak like this? This is what's going on. And they'll get out. I got out. Took me time, but I got out. Since his trainings, my mindset has made 180 degrees. It's taken a lot of work and help from the Inner Circle coaches. So much gratitude to them, and especially my coach, Jennifer Ryala, who, oddly enough, she got out. She's exited, and she has also spoken out. She's also going to be one of the guests on the Dream podcast, season 3, speaking out. She got out too. Fucking right. So look at this. It's taken a lot of work and help from the Inner Circle just to like help me become such less of a shitty person because I was so judgmental, negative, and comparing. It takes so much work all the time to keep you in the cult. That's what it is, because you're fine exactly as you are. You're not super judgmental and negative and comparing. They make you think that, and that you have so much more work to keep doing, to continually purchase the coaching, to continually purchase these challenges and courses. You have so much more work to do. And if you do get out of line, you get some confidence. Maybe you see success somewhere else. Maybe you're trying something different. You see this is the shame that you get, but it's inside the group. So there's rank makers, but then there's the 14-day challenge. It's like a subgroup. And the leader of the group, this is somebody we all admire and we all respect. But I was still like, I'm proud that I did. I'm proud of myself that I was, because I look back and I'm like, fuck, I was such an idiot, right? But I really did. I was there the whole time. I was rebellious. I was disobedient. I was fucking uncoachable. I was me. I was still me. Okay. Things change when your mindset changes. It's real. It's powerful. My social media marketing has improved significantly. I consistently attract at least one person a day reaching out to me to ask for info. And this is info about, it's meant for other rank makers to be like flexing, like people are asking me for info about my business, but they weren't asking for me about info about my business because I'm doing all of these live videos every day. I did one about like how to fix your carburetor, and it was fucking helpful. You know, because I fixed my carburetor from watching a YouTube video. So then I showed them how to do it too. I even drew a diagram, but it has nothing to do with Mod 8, right? So people, I'd be like, do you want these other tips, or do you want this link or whatever? And they'd be like, yeah. So they're asking for more info, but they're not asking for more info about my business. So that's deceptive. But we're taught and we believe that it's not a bad deceptive. It's like, this is just marketing. That's what it is. So you know, when you wake up and you get out, you're like, that was just complete deception. I've attracted, but at the same time, I don't have a problem saying like, well, I was in TikTok jail. It's the truth. So it's this constant tension, you know, between your identity, the fucking cult identity, who you are, how you feel, like how you know what you're supposed to be and how you're supposed to show up. It's always this push and pull. I've attracted the exact right clients and team members to me too. If that's true, unfortunately, I'm sorry. Anybody that got into it because of me. What's so awesome is I've been able to impact and help other people with small businesses, home businesses, just by sharing the info I learned from Ray. I'm still doing that now, just on the other side. Doesn't matter if they never do business with me. It's all about bringing back, regardless. That's still the truth. It doesn't matter. You're never going to do business with me, but I'm going to bring you the value on how to avoid these high control groups and the manipulative tactics that they use, the language, all the red flags to watch out for. I'm still learning and growing, and super grateful I found home in rank makers, and I got a lot of love for that. A lot of rank makers loved it. They were like, oh, that's so good, you know. So that's what I posted afterwards, because I knew I had been out of line, even though I was still happy that I was out of line. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you today. And I hope that makes, I fucking hate sounds. Does that make sense? Because that's what we're coached to do too. Does that make sense? And then you're like, yeah, it does. But I do hope that it gives you some more insight into what it's like to be a part of one of these high control groups. It's weird, like, to try to, without being in it, it's really hard to feel those feelings. But maybe like the way I'm explaining it, and you can see how fucking excited I was talking in that video about like TikTok. I fucking loved it. And I loved helping people. And I also wanted to win the contest. Because I want to win, you know, I want to win money, fucking rights. And I did, even though I was disobedient. And I like that. Like, there was another video I did where like I did all the things wrong that you're not supposed to do in a live video. And then I showed how to correct it. And then I don't know if I won overall or I placed, but I did win. Like, I won money for that one. And I really liked it because I knew fucking Ray had to, like, I knew it was good. I knew I was going to fucking win something, and I knew it was also going to piss him off. Because I was like not looking at the camera. I was like, these are the 5 things that you shouldn't do or something like that. And then I made like the camera all tilted and fucked up, and then I like righted it. But I knew that the people that were judging it would like it, and they would give it to him, and he wouldn't have a choice. So I always like that, like fucking around, you know? And I did respect him, you know, like I believe that, I mean, some of that feedback, the feedback that he gave me in that particular video, I don't agree with at all. But there were other pieces of advice that he gave to other contestants or challengers, or you don't want to say contestants, I guess he'd say challengers, and just in rank makers that was helpful. But I mean, who's judging it? Him. He's judging it. I mean, so you get his approval. What is this about? It's about other people, right? Like, why is he judging it? There's going to be someone else that thinks that it's really great. And I proved it. And that was a big piece of me leaving, is like me proving him wrong. And finding, like, when you see something, when a leader gets something wrong, and he got TikTok so fucking wrong, like that really like made the crack bigger. One of the cracks bigger, I guess, for more critical thinking to happen. When they can be wrong about something, one thing, they can be wrong about other things too. And then that kind of like helped give me the courage to start critically thinking. So if you know, hearing how I talk about this, I'm hoping that I'm conveying what it's like, even a brief glimpse, what it's like to be in a high control group. This is outside, like this isn't even about my multi-level marketing company. This is like being within another group where all the attention is to one man, not the company, not like the president and your uplines and like your products. This is a high control group where it's all for Ray. So this is like a, how he would say, it's like a behind the curtains look at what's going on, the inner workings of a high control group, which is the multi-level marketing coaching industry. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.